You find yourself waking on a shore of flotsam. Memories of a large white dragon
You're
striking
awake.
your ship
Oi,
come
you ain't
flooding
undead,
back.
are you?
Welcome, this is Pineleaf Needles, and this is Pineleaf Plays the Druid,
Can you talk? Speak to me.
meaning a D&D Druid. Oi there! You on the ship that got attacked by the dragon? You're the first survivor we've seen, and sailors been washing up for hours. Ship? Skip the Grotto Islands. Alright. Are you looking for survivors or looting bodies? Now don't go blaming a poor rogue for making a living. Besides, I didn't take nothing from you. You got nothing worth taking. Yeah, I seem to be replaced my belongings. It's right dangerous to walk without a blade. For my good deed as a day, I can give you something back at my camp. Okay, lead on, little one.
If what the halfling said was true,
Follow
no
me.
one but you made it to the island alive. It may be worth
The camp's
following
up,
this
follow me.
rogue. For now.
Yes, for now.
This way. Follow me.
Very well. Huff, 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 huff.
Here we are. So you want a weapon or not?
Alright. Here's a weapon for you, but then you must do me a little favor. Tit for tat, right? Well, that depends on what you want. I'll take that as a yes. Here, you look like you could use this quarterstaff.
Go ahead. Give it a few swings.
Alright, first I'll need to equip it. And that will be...
As you take hold of the weapon, feeling its balance, you can't help but notice this Jeets has more he wants to say.
Well, we'll have to see about that. Let me quest objectives, all this little stuff that they give you to help things when you first start a character. Let's and I get 105 copper pieces for my trouble. Very well. Very well, Jeets, what else? This weapon suits you. So, ready to help me out? So I have the option that I could take another weapon if I want, and he gives you a great axe, not particularly useful for a druid, a heavy mace, a longsword, quarterstaff, rapier, light crossbow with bolts, and for a druid, I think a quarterstaff is the best. Very well. What task do you have for me? Here's the deal. Selimus is waiting for us in the cave up in the path. Go tell her to be along shortly, and as soon as we finish with the salvage, I'll be up. That's it. Just talk to this Selimus. Well, I'm sure the Selimus could appreciate you if you could give her help too, and it'll make her less likely to smash my noggin when I catch up. Okay.
Selimus is at the grotto. Tell her to keep her knickers on.
Right. Ooh, good way to make money, I guess. Smash everything up. 90.
Selimus is in the grotto. I shall show you the way.
Alright, thank you. Right. Break barrels or crates. Hold down the left mouse and swing your weapon. Alright. Now, you can break them with any weapon, but I suggest doing it with something that doesn't use up ammunition.
This is all from dragon-wrecked ships, like yours.
Alright, so there have been dragons in the area. Which, since this is Dungeons and Dragons, I guess that makes sense. What's Dungeons and Dragons without a dragon or two in the mix? Now, this game is... Well, it's the first one... Okay, it's the first one I had heard, MMO of Turbines I heard of, though I presume Asherton's Call preceded this by a few years, but we'll see about that.
Here we are. Go inside and speak with Selimus. I'll wait here for Jeets.
Alright, then we can go inside, and when you go inside of a dungeon, there are several ways in which you could set this up. In this case, it's select difficulty, and either solo, normal, hard, or elite. And in this case, obviously there won't be really real group options because we're at the beginning, of course. And now we're inside.
Is this Selimus, the cleric you were sent to find?
Who in Kyber are you?
Identify yourself. I am the Druid Blaze. A dragon attacked my ship, and I alone survived. I met your companions who asked me to protect you until they arrive. Until they arrive? Is Jeet still sifting through the wreckage? I'll wring his little throat until his tongue... Oh... If you're willing to help, I don't fancy waiting around for those idiots anymore. What exactly are you doing in these caves? I've been hired to clear out the cave of Sahuagin. Jeet and Talbot are supposed to help me. I hope they don't tarry too long. If you've come with me, then you should be comfortable with Sahuagin blood all over that rusty weapon of yours. Well, actually, it's a wooden weapon, so I doubt it has much rust on it. And who hired you? My employer desires anonymity, and I desire his gold. Rest assured, though, that we do the work of good. I would not have taken the task otherwise. Alright. And is Jeet Skims your friend? Aren't you worried about him turning his back on that rogue? I once thought so too, but Jeet's changed my mind long ago. By the silver flame, he can still get my blood boiling sometimes, but he never lets me down when it truly mattered. Also, Talbaran thinks the world of him. Alright, let's go then.
First, I shall surround us with a protection spell.
Her spell temporarily prevents you from dying, though you can still suffer injuries.
In other
This
words, they
effect will wear off when you leave these caves.
they don't want us
let's
dying
be
in the
about it.
tutorial. Alright, let's go. Where's the Swaggin?
A gate? There must be a way to open it. Try up that ladder. I'll remain here and bash any Sahuagin trying to sneak out.
Alright, let's go up. Unlike Lord of the Rings Online, there are a good number of ladders that you really climb.
You hear the shuffling and wheezing of some creature coming from the corridor ahead.
And I presume that this is this Sahuagin thing. So let's give it a bash, a bash, a bash, a bash, a bash.
The corroded lever at the rear of this corridor most likely controls the gate where the cleric, Selimus, is waiting.
Good job, but no time to dawdle.
Alright.
We come to assist you. Onward to glory.
Selimus isn't too honked at me. Thanks for putting in the good word.
You're welcome.
Don't you worry, Selimus. I'm here to watch your behind now.
The evil aura is oppressive. Sahuagin are behind this door. I'll take point. Talbot, cover me with your charge!
Cover me with your charge!
It's empty?
Oi, where's the bloody Sahuagin?
Look, the door closed behind us.
It would be logical to assume...
But it's a trap! Swaggin look like they could give that line quite effectively.
There are
Alright.
more of them up there. Stay alert.
Staying alert, staying alert. Oh, that's right.
Purge the wicked!
Hey. I should remember. If you're a druid, you should summon a friend with you all the time.
Sahuagin wretches, are you scared of me?
And
Come
speaking
down
of
and
summoning,
fight.
I summoned a rat.
The righteous smite you!
Okay, well, I think I intended a wolf there instead of a rat, but... I'll get that fixed eventually.
Such is the fate of evil. Now,
Oh.
let's find a way out of here.
That was a circle of protection. I'm trying to avoid being in the circle of protection. I just
Can't fix
so
this.
used to
Anyone see a key?
avoiding things like that.
Stepped on something. A latch.
Good work! I see a key down there. Who's up for a swim?
Oh, swim.
Hydrophobia mean anything to you?
Oh, hydrophobia. Hydrophobia. Okay.
You grab the silver key. Time to swim for the surface.
So we get the Druid to do it. Oops. Alright, up, up. Well. Learn to climb ladders, and everything will be fine.
Coming, Andy. This way.
And let's open this thing.
I'm weary. Let's take a moment to rest.
Moment to rest.
Ha! I still got plenty of stamina. I
There-
can go all night long.
Now we have two
Why
shrines
don't you
here. The
scout
rest
ahead then?
shrine, where you could...
Just don't get yourself in trouble.
Now you're talking. I'll take a little peek.
where you can rest up, and this brings your hit points back
If you're
up,
done resting, go and scout ahead with Jeets.
restores your spell points, and that allows you to go on. It's the equivalent
Crikey.
of sleeping overnight in the regular game. Ooh. It's a trap. Oi, that's a nasty trap. Lucky for you, I'm here. And why is this? Only blokes with rogue skills can deal with traps. Blokes like me. Don't you worry. If you really want to, you can find a trainer to teach you rogue abilities. Once you've got enough experience to handle it, that is. Alright. I'll wait for you to disable the trap. I wonder if they
There's no
changed
match
that
for
line
as
if you are a
Druids.
rogue.
You can open the door now.
Okay, just checking to make sure that doesn't zap me.
You two having fun? It's time for us to go.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
The High Priestess should be up ahead. The onus for much suffering rests squarely upon her slimy, webbed hands.
Slimy webbed hands. I don't...
There she is, performing some kind of profane blood magic.
She seems rather
I will open the
fervent,
door.
doesn't she?
Prepare yourself. Ready? Go!
Yep, okay, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. I really should learn to decide to go inside the circles of protection rather than avoiding them. And maybe I could do things like...
According to the lawyer, there's a secret passage around here somewhere leading to Korthos.
Like, remember to do
You
things like
boys look for
cast
it.
Ram's Might.
I must cleanse the profane energies around the shrine.
Let Selimus do her thing. You and I'll take care of the important stuff. The treasure.
Of course, you make a beeline for the treasure chest. What's in it? Starter light wooden shield, starter leather armor, and a ring of water breathing. That's right, so I could breathe water just in case I want to do something like dive down to the bottom of something to get a key. Oh, I've already done that. Alright, now let's see. We'll put that in there, and now I have a choice of here. Greater Tome of Learning. Massive book enhances your abilities to learn entwise with the words, an extremely powerful magical effect. Grants 21st bonus to the base XP of heroic tier dungeons. Increase the 50% bonus for the first time you complete them. This effect will have no effect on epic tier dungeons or for characters that are level 20 or higher. La 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 la. Of the base XP of heroic tier dungeons. Increase 50... Alright, so whatever. Might as well use it. Give that a little bit of reading. Here we have some spell components. I presume I'll need that at some point doing a spell. Lesser Heart of Wood. That's for some other things. This can't use till level 4. Couple of potions. Some leather armor. which takes a little while to equip. Alright, so now that's
I've got my share.
some
Go ahead and
leather.
take what you want from the chest.
Ring of water breathing. Unfortunately, all I've got is that shield. I don't have a weapon to go with it, so I guess I'll have to be stuck with the quarterstaff. And now I look much better and don't look like I just... Oh well, I can't go around.
My rogue senses are tingling. There's something fishy in this room. Try searching
You
around.
feel a stiff draft from somewhere in this room.
And
Perhaps
I
the
just
hidden
search.
passage to the village is in here.
Found the secret passage?
This is
Go
probably the
on.
last time I'll have successful
Brilliant.
search in this
Tiny
game due
lasses
to
and pints
the
up the wazoo. Here I come.
We're almost done here.
way things
The way out
went.
is up ahead. But first, I want to reward you for your assistance.
Oh, thank you.
Please come speak with me.
Alright, what do you have here? We've made it, Blaze. The door ahead shall take us out of the village. But before we go, I want to give you something from my stash, in thanks of your assistance. Oh, what is that? Ah, call me Salimus. May you always walk the righteous path, Blaze, and the holy flame kind line in your days and deeds. Clerics. And to you, brave cleric. So I've got a bit of money here, and this is essentially a weapon of some sort. Which I presume that since I'm a druid, a sickle would be the most appropriate. In fact, I think that might even be the only one I can use. Well, I can use hand wraps technically, but I think the sickle is by far the optimal for a druid. So therefore, I will take care of this and a shield, and I will set those up. And there we go. And now I have a weapon. Well, it's worth a check. And we are out of town, into the town.
Stepping out of the grotto, you find yourself in Korthos village. The Sahuagin have threatened this place for generations. Judging from how it looks now, the Sahuagin are winning. However, some hopeful souls still hold out for help to arrive.
Now, since this is Dungeons & Dragons Online, we have a narrator, who is, of course, the Dungeon Master. So, we have a narration that's similar to what you would get if you were playing Dungeons & Dragons with paper and pen. So that's a nice twist to the matter. So now we have to help Kaya Boradatter with her troubles. So, first of all, let's talk about him. Now, where did you come from? I guess it doesn't matter. I am Randall, the Traveler. This is Korthos Village, and it's going through hard times. What hard times, you say? Why don't you look around the village and find out for yourself? And might as well go through the tutorial on how to bind your character. If you fall in battle, you return to the last place you bound your spirit at. Characters who bind their spirit have the spirit binder title beneath their names. Every tavern has a spirit binder inside. Find a spirit binder in the Wine Crest Tavern and ask him to bind you. Alright, and I'll go look for the spirit binder. And here is the tavern. So I think it's, yeah, the Wavecrest Tavern. We're in the tutorial village here. At the beginning I had the option to skip this and go to level 4, but decided we'll start at the beginning. Look in your journal. If you get confused about the quest, press L to open up the journal. So I could hit L, and that shows you which ones I have completed and which ones I've got left. Here's the spirit binder. Welcome to Korthos, or what's left of it. I am Brother Malden, and I used to preach, but these days few will listen. Is there something you need? Yes, if I fall in battle, can you bring me back? Or yes, so therefore, this is bind the spirit. Yes. Yes, I want to be resurrected here. So that means if I get defeated, I get thrown back here, which is, in Dungeons & Dragons Online, not all that rare an event. And he's an eventual quest giver, but not yet. And she sells stuff because she has the coins above her. But what we want to do then is to start at our first quest in here, because that was the little tutorial thing that we had. But we want to have our first serious quest, which is going to be here at Kaya. But that'll be for next time in our second episode of Pineleaf Plays the Druid.